Have you ever wondered why you have to fake sleep just to fall asleep? Well, the answer might be in this video. You know, sleep is not just rest, it's brain maintenance. So when you sleep, your brain is actually working harder than you think. And if you've ever tried to function after a bad night of sleep, you already know this video is about to feel very personal. Today on Fit Body Facts, we're breaking down how sleep affects your brain, what really happens when you don't get enough of it, and how to improve your sleep naturally, including an unexpected wellness trend you may have heard about: castor oil. Let's start with what actually happens in your brain when you sleep. Sleep is not passive rest. It's active maintenance. While you're asleep, your brain runs a full cleanup process. There's a system called the glymphatic system, which works like a cleaning crew, flushing out waste products that build up during the day. Think of it like taking out the trash in your brain. If you don't sleep, the trash piles up. Sleep is also when your brain stores memories, strengthens learning, and repairs neural connections. During deep sleep, your brain focuses on physical recovery and memory consolidation. During REM sleep, it processes emotions, creativity, and problem solving. So, yes, sleep is basically your brain's overnight software update. Now, let's talk about how sleep affects focus, mood, and mental performance. When you sleep well, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic, decision-making, and self-control, works properly. When you don't, that system weakens, and your emotional brain takes over. That's why after a bad night of sleep, everything feels harder. You're more irritable, more anxious, more impulsive, and less patient. Small problems feel huge. You make worse decisions, and suddenly, answering an email feels like a life challenge. Lack of sleep literally reduces your ability to think clearly and regulate emotions. So what happens when you're sleep deprived? In the short term, you experience brain fog, slower reaction time, poor concentration, and memory issues. Your brain struggles to form new memories and recall old ones. In the long term, chronic sleep deprivation becomes a serious health problem. It increases inflammation in the brain, disrupts neurotransmitter balance, and raises the risk of depression and anxiety disorders. Long-term poor sleep has also been linked to cognitive decline and a higher risk of neurodegenerative diseases. In other words, sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired, it slowly chips away at your brain's resilience. Quick pause here. If you're enjoying this breakdown and want more science explained simply, take 2 seconds to like this video and subscribe to Fit Body Facts. It really helps the channel grow, and it lets us know you want more content like this. Alright, back to sleep. Sleep also plays a massive role in hormones and metabolism, which explains why it affects almost everything else in your life. When you don't sleep enough, cortisol, which is your stress hormone, goes up. At the same time, leptin, the hormone that tells your brain you're full after a meal, goes down, and ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry, goes up. This is why, after a bad night of sleep, your brain suddenly craves sugar, snacks, and comfort food. Your tired brain is literally asking for quick energy to survive the day. Poor sleep also reduces insulin sensitivity, meaning your body struggles to manage blood sugar properly. Over time, this creates a perfect storm for weight gain and metabolic issues. So how can we improve sleep naturally without turning our bedroom into a biohacking laboratory? First, light matters more than most people realize. Morning sunlight helps reset your circadian rhythm and tells your brain when to be alert and when to wind down later. At night, reducing artificial light, especially blue light from screens, helps your brain produce melatonin. So try putting your phone down at least 1 hour before bedtime. I promise you those Instagram reels will still be there in the morning. Temperature matters too. A slightly cooler room supports deeper sleep. And routines are powerful. Go to bed at the same time each night and wake up at the same time each morning. Furthermore, a calm, consistent pre-sleep routine tells your nervous system that it's safe to relax. This can be as simple as reading, stretching, or slow breathing. Finally, avoid stimulants like caffeine in the late afternoon or evening, same as alcohol and heavy meals before bedtime. Now let's talk about castor oil, because this part often creates confusion. Castor oil is not a sleeping pill. It does not directly make you fall asleep. Traditionally, castor oil has been used externally, often as a warm compress on the abdomen to promote relaxation and reduce tension. The idea is not that it sedates you, but that it may help your body relax by easing discomfort, reducing stress, and creating a sense of warmth and calm. And relaxation is a big part of falling asleep. That said, there is currently no strong scientific evidence proving that castor oil directly improves sleep quality. So, if someone claims it's a miracle cure for insomnia, take that with a grain of salt. It may support relaxation for some people, but it's not a replacement for good sleep habits. So, here's the big takeaway. Sleep is a biological requirement for your brain, your hormones, your mood, and your long-term health. If you want better focus, better emotional control, better eating habits, and better performance, sleep is one of the most powerful tools you have. Start by protecting it, because when you sleep better, everything else becomes easier. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Fit Body Facts for more science-based health and fitness explained simply. And in the next video, we'll explore why sleep might be the most underrated fat loss tool of all.